Hello again, it's Kathy, and I'm going to pull a card from this deck. Well, I already pulled it, and it says, Fair Decisions. Your angels are aware that you have concerns, but be assured that there's nothing to worry about. Stand your ground and know that heaven is shining its divine light upon the situation, and all is being healed. Take the time to review all the details thoroughly. Forgiveness will bring peace to everyone involved. Okay, so we're still in restoration. Let us now present an overview of the entire course of history since the time of Adam, as reckoned in the Bible, and survey the providential ages which comprise it. The 2,000-year period from Adam to Abraham was for the purpose of finding one father of faith who could lay the foundation to begin the providence of restoration. Thus, God's work of restoration can be said to have begun with Abraham. However, due to Abraham's mistake in making the symbolic offering, the 2,000 years from Adam to Abraham were lost to Satan. Hence, a period had to be set up in which those lost years could be restored through indemnity to God's side. This is the significance of the 2,000-year period from Abraham to Jesus. Just as Abraham failed in his symbolic offering, the Jewish people failed to make their offering on the national level when their leaders sent Jesus to the cross. Thus, a period of 2,000 years, this time from Abraham to Jesus, was lost yet again to Satan. As a consequence, a parallel period had to be set up in which the earlier 2,000-year period could be restored through indemnity to God's side. This is the significance of the 2,000-year period from Jesus' time until today. Okay, I'll finish the chapter. As an individual, each one of us is a product of the history of the providence of restoration. Hence, the person who is to accomplish the purpose of history is none other than I myself. I must take up the cross of history and accept responsibility to fulfill its calling. To this end, I must fulfill in my lifetime, horizontally, through my efforts, the indemnity conditions which have accumulated through the long course of the providence of restoration, vertically. Only by doing this can I stand proudly as the fruit of history, the one whom God has eagerly sought throughout his providence. To become such an historical victor, I must understand clearly the heart of God when he worked with past prophets and saints, the original purpose for which God called them, and the details of the providential missions which he entrusted to them. Yet there is no one among fallen humanity who can become such an historical victor by his efforts alone. For this reason, we must understand all these things through Christ at the second advent, who comes to fulfill the providence of restoration. Moreover, when we believe in him, become one with him, and attend him in his work, we can stand in the position of having fulfilled horizontally with him the vertical indemnity conditions in the history of the providence of restoration. The path which all past saints walked as they strove to fulfill God's providential will is the very path we must walk again today. Beyond that, we must continue on to the end of the path, even walking trails they left untrodden. Therefore, fallen people can never find the path that leads to life without understanding the particulars of the providence of restoration. Herein lies the reason why we must study the principle of restoration in detail. So that was just the introduction. Now it gets into chapter 1 of restoration, and I'll continue that on in the next video. Thank you for watching.